So we were talking a little bit about Tibetan influences on Buddhism, which is a really important kind of topic, and it's very, very much to do with art history, with visual culture. It's very much to do with what you see. And we talked about prayer flags, torma design, torpar, dance, and music. Music was very limited with Buddhist monastics in India and South Asia. It really came into its own in Tibet, along with dance. Now, that's not to say that there was no dance at all in India, because dance was talked about in the tantric texts, in the tantric literature, Chakrasamvara, Hevajra. Texts like these, but there was no monastic dance. This was all a new concept, and possibly really inspired by the Bon protector Sipe Jalmo and the elaborate dances to do with her rituals and practices. Now, to continue, one of the main subjects we see in art, murals and sculpture and scrollworks are worldly protectors. These are really something that is Tibetan influenced. All the different types, the Pehar, the Tsiu Marpos, the Dorje Setrap, all of the various types of worldly protectors. Every monastery has their own special worldly protector. Each region of Tibet, each important mountain has their mountain god, which has been converted supposedly by Padmasambhava to be a worldly protector for Buddhism. Then we have oracles. Oracles we don't see that much. It's more of similar to something like a dance production, a dance performance. But we have oracles. Now the oracles, we have different types. We can have Maksor Jalmo, Sri Devi as an oracle. Then we have the Pehar and the Nechung minister, the Nechung oracle, Nechung Chogyong. Then we have other types of worldly protectors who are manifesting or playing a role as an oracle and divination. Now, another thing that we do see quite regularly is namka. Namka are the thread cross construction. So they're really created with little strips of wood and different colored threads, and created into elaborate patterns. Now, these can be a kind of a flat two-dimensional type product, or they can be three-dimensional. They can be like a palace, or they can be a kind of a fence, or a railing created around a mandala. A sand mandala or a painted mandala laying flat on the ground, and then a namka fence put around. Now, another thing we have is prayer wheels. Now, prayer wheels we can't really say is a Tibetan influence on Buddhism, because it is really more likely that the prayer wheels became popular in the Kathmandu Valley and then migrated from Nepal to Tibet. So this is a little bit unclear historically, but we do know that Tibet has many different types of prayer wheels. You have desktop prayer wheels, you have handheld prayer wheels, you have fixed architectural prayer wheels. You have prayer wheels driven by wind, driven by heat and fire, and prayer wheels driven by water, which some of these are more common in Nepal. So another thing that we have are the giant applique scroll works that are hung off the side of 2, 3, 4, 5-story monastic buildings, and these are usually done once a year for a festival or a ceremony, and can also be related to the concept of tongdrol, of liberation through seeing. So this is really a Tibetan concept. These just absolutely gigantic textile created. Basically, their scroll work scroll works based on a painting of a deity or a Buddha or Maitreya or Tara or Padmasambhava. These are really the most popular ones. So these are a few of the really the visual culture that we see in Buddhism that is really influenced by Tibetan culture.